This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers. If you have an immigration problem, please get in touch with me. Please subscribe to my channel anyway and hit the notification button for up-to-date immigration news. In today's video I will be addressing a new visa route which has recently been announced and introduced by the government, which is further good news. The new visa category is named as the Charity Worker Visa, which is a branch of the Temporary Worker Visa category. There are a number of temporary worker visas, but this is a new one. The UK Temporary Worker Visa has multiple categories to facilitate foreigners coming to the United Kingdom to undertake employment or unpaid voluntary work. One subcategory, which is the new one and the subject of today's video, is the Charity Worker Visa, which enables migrants to work for registered UK charities. Just like other visa schemes, the applicant has to meet certain eligibility criteria and financial requirements to score sufficient points under the new points-based system, PBS. We could say new, but it's been going around for ages, the PBS. So therefore, what is the Charity Worker Visa? The UK Charity Worker Visa will allow overseas charity workers to undertake voluntary roles for a Home Office approved charitable organisation. The volunteer would not be offered a salary or wages for their services. The applicant will mainly take part in activities that contribute to the growth and advancement of the UK sponsoring charity. Under this visa there are certain limitations which ought to be kept in mind. In essence, it does not lead to permanent status after the expiry of the visa. So it's a chance to come here, do some work, good work, and then go home. Can be extended, but I'll come to that. Now turning to the eligibility requirements. The applicant has to meet several requirements in order to qualify for the visa. The requirements to be met are that the person is over 18 years old at the date of application, that they have a valid certificate of sponsorship, called a CHAGOS, from the employer of the charity that holds a UK sponsor licence. The applicant genuinely intends to undertake the voluntary role for free related to the sponsor organisation, that they have sufficient funds to support themselves while they're in the United Kingdom. As I say, it does not have leave to remain, does not apply to charity workers or registered workers who have had leave in the last 12 months. The volunteer must satisfy what are the suitability requirements, such as provision of a tuberculosis certificate if it's required. What is therefore the certificate of sponsorship? So CHAGOS, which is what you will need. The applicant must receive a job offer from the licensed employer or charity and is assigned therefore a certificate of sponsorship by the employer. It's a digital number really. The CHAGOS will contain all the information about the voluntary role, working hours, etc. It is vital to note that the applicant for the Charity Worker Visa must apply within 3 months of the issuance of the CHAGOS. So you can't get the CHAGOS and then wait 6 months. You've got 3 months to do it. Financial requirements. I mentioned that there are some. The applicants show that they need to have a minimum of £1,270 in their bank account to support themselves while they're in the United Kingdom. If you're thinking of bringing a partner and children under 18 as dependents of your application, they will also need to have a certain amount of money in the bank account to maintain themselves, unless the maintenance is certified by the charity. Besides the £1,270 that you'll need to show in your bank account, you'll need to show £285 for your partner, £315 for your first child, and £200 for each subsequent child. The applicant, you've got to be able to show that you've had the money in your bank account for 28 consecutive days within 31 days of applying for this route. So no old bank statements basically. Well, next question is, what can you do if you're under the Charity Worker Visa? Well, the voluntary work that you intend to do must meet the 3 key requirements to be eligible under this route. It must be unpaid voluntary work that contributes directly to the achievements and goals of the sponsoring charitable organisation. The applicant does not get a wage or a salary except for the payment of expenses incurred in performing duties, and the volunteer is hired for a temporary work assignment, say a special project. In addition, the applicant is prohibited from undertaking certain roles in retail, fundraising, administration and maintenance of the office and assets. How long can you stay under this visa? Well, if successful, the applicant will get a maximum of 1 year, or the time mentioned on the certificate of sponsorship, and an extra 14 days, whichever is the shorter. Can you extend the visa? Yes, you can extend the visa as a charity worker for the maximum period of 12 months. What then do I need to do then to apply as a charity worker visa? Applicants must apply online and prove their identity by providing biometric information and scanning or uploading the documents using the UK Immigration ID Check app. The good news is the application fee is only £259, quite small really. Besides the application fee, the applicant will be required to pay the immigration health surcharge, which is around £624 per year per person. The application may be submitted up to 3 months prior to the start date of the work on the certificate of sponsorship. The Home Office say that applicants will generally receive the decision within 3 weeks of the date of application or the provision of the biometric information. It may be possible to apply for a priority service to get a faster decision, though you may have to pay more for this. I hope that I've covered the charity worker visa in outline. It will be of limited use, but it is again a recognition that even charities are suffering in the current job shortages. And this looks to me like a scheme whereby people who want to come to the United Kingdom for a special project, spend some time in the United Kingdom helping in a charity, they'll gain some experience, they'll gain some useful knowledge of the United Kingdom, which might be suitable for further applications in the future. This is an outline of a new immigration route. It's good to see that there are new routes. My concern is that there are lots of limitations on these, which might actually mean that there's been more time spent writing this route than there are actually applicants. But we need to wait and see. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. If you have any questions about this or any other immigration matter, please get in touch with me. Please subscribe to my channel. Again, hit the notification button. Do stay safe, and thank you very much for watching. This is Paul Turner, the Immigration Barrister at Imperium Chambers.